viewers, welcome to Yardie's Kitchen for another of our taste bud series, and today we have something very special for you guys. Now you know I'm always experimenting, yes? So today I'm experimenting with some pigtail, and this is fresh pigtail, and look what I'm gonna add to it. Curry! Yes, I'm gonna curry pigtail. Weird? Crazy? Yes, but that's what we do here on Yardie's TV. Now I saw this curried pigtail on my Instagram channel. I don't remember who was the person who actually put it up, but it was fascinating to me, and ever since that time I said I was gonna try it. So I have some pigtail here, not much because we really don't eat that much pig or pork anymore, but I have some pigtail here, maybe about a pound and a half or thereabout, and I have some seasoning here. Onion, the body of onion, garlic. I have some garam masala, ground coriander, cumin, turmeric. I am also using turmeric as a root, and what I do with my turmeric root is that when I buy it, I put it in the freezer. Alright, so I have some turmeric root. I have ginger, garlic, thyme, pepper, and I also put my Scotch bonnet pepper or habaneros in the freezer as well. I have some onions, and I have some scallion. I'm using the Better Pack curry, which is a Jamaican favorite curry, and I'm using that today to make my dish. So first thing you want to do, you want to get your pigtail cut up and cleaned up, wash and ready to go. Alright, so it's pretty much ready. As you can see, you know, I've washed it, dried it, and ready to go. Now this procedure is new to me, and I've been doing a lot of new procedures in recent times. So the first thing I want to do is I want to get this in some boiling water and boil it for a little while, just to remove some of the excess fattiness, because you know it's pigtail, full of fat. You can't escape the fat. But I believe that if you boil it for a while, boil off some of the fat, then you won't have that overly greasy end result when fat is rendered in the pot. And you know, say it's pure lard. This is gonna be pure lard. Somebody say yes, we love the lard. Anyway, so I'm gonna boil this, put this to boil, and then I'm gonna just add some garlic to it, a little bit of thyme, maybe a piece of turmeric, just to season up that boiling water. So it just boil, so boil. I'm gonna also add a little bit of salt. So that's what I'm gonna do. The first procedure is to put this to boil, and then we move to the next level. That me say, remember me tell you. So our pot is just boiling, just starting to boil, and to this I'm gonna add some pimento seeds, and you vary the amount of pimento seeds you want to add depending on your taste. And as I said, I really want to get the excess fat out of the pigtail, and I want to also infuse flavor. And I'm gonna add my turmeric that I cut into strips. Yeah, this is the turmeric root, and I'm just adding those 2 pieces. I'm also adding ginger, garlic, and a couple sprigs of thyme, and that is gonna be my infuser slash fat reducer. And now I'm adding my pigtail, and I'm just gonna leave that in this water to boil for maybe 15 to 20 minutes. I don't want to cook it per se, but at the same time it's not a problem if it does start to cook. Alright, because I want to get out most of the fat out of it and sort of skim it off, scald it off, whatever Jamaicans term Jamaicans use. So see you in about 15 minutes. Alright, so it's been about 20 minutes, and this is exactly what I wanted to happen. You see all of this on the side here? That's grease. Yeah, that's the scum. And you notice the color, is changing a little bit. That's the turmeric that I added to the pot, you know. So I'm just gonna let this continue to do its thing, render down a little bit. I'm not necessarily trying to cook it at this stage. I just want to get rid of a lot of the excessive scum, you know, from this. And you could use a pressure cooker to do this process as well, but again, I'm experimenting. This is my experimenting kitchen, so please don't come for me. Alright, so let's make this go and do it thing a little bit longer. I like what I see so far. Alright, yep, so we're good to go. We keep on rolling. Okay, so my pork reached to the point now when we're ready to take them out. So I'm gonna just take them out of this boiling liquid. And just want them nice and tender. As I said, if you wanted to do this in a pressure cooker, that would be your option. You can do that. But I like to infuse my food, so no biggie. Now to the same pot, I just pour off the braising liquid. I'm gonna add about 2 to 3 tablespoons of coconut oil. And you want to keep your stove relatively low, guys. And first thing I'm gonna add is my beta pot curry. And I'm gonna add maybe half of a tablespoon of beta pot curry. I'm gonna add about a teaspoon, of garam masala. No, sorry, cumin. That's cumin. I'm gonna add about a teaspoon of garam masala now. And you just want to get this all moving in the pot. Be careful with it, guys, because you don't want it to burn. I'm gonna add some coriander. Again, maybe about half a teaspoon of coriander or less. Again, it's around the same amount of turmeric. You see what I'm doing here? You know, I'm just toasting the ingredients in the pot. Toasting, alright? Yeah. And to this now, I'm gonna add some water. Wow. And you want to make form like a slurry. Alright? And right as soon as your slurry goes down back to, you know, the water come out of it, you know, so it really and truly reach that boiling point, or it start to sort of fry back again, you know, then you want to add back your pigtail. Alright? And you want to thoroughly incorporate your pigtail now. Yeah? And I'm gonna put some water because again the pigtail don't have much grease on it again. So you really want to put some water to sort of let your pigtail start to cook now, you see? There you go. I'm going to use a spoon because the spice. Right. And this is where you start in your original cooking process now. This has to be a stew. You don't need to brown this or nothing. Sorry for the lack of camera adjustments, guys. I'm using one hand to cook and one hand to do the camera work. So now you're going to add more water to this now and make it stew down to a nice savory stew. Yeah? I'm going to put my camera over here so I can sort of see what's going on from that angle. Yeah. Right, now you want to turn back up your fire to make this start to boil. Pretty. Looking so nice. Yeah? And you want this to stew down before you add anything more to it. You want to start to build flavors on this particular, at this stage. Alright? So this is what's going to happen now. We're just going to leave this to make the water come back up to a boil. And then we move on to the next stage. See there? Start a bubble already and everything. Remember me tell you. Alright, you know me, I'm going to start putting my ingredients. Yeah. So I have all of my vegetable in here. I dump them in. Yeah, because I'm ready for just cover this pot and make it do its thing. You understand? Sometimes we don't have to fry out the vegetable. And some people do that. Again, I've never done this particular dish before. I'm just experimenting, so don't come for me. All those persons who know exactly how to do curry pigtail, don't come for me. Right? So pretty much this process is just gonna continue as such till it get to the desired tenderness. I'm adding in my ingredients because I want it to also start to, flavors to start swapping and the meat start to take as much flavor as possible. Some people would fry up their vegetables first. I do it a little bit different. Alright, so don't come for me, please. Alright, start to smell good already. Smell like something going on in the pot. And I'm happy with what I see so far. Alright. Cut some vegetables up, potato, celery, and some carrots. And those are baby carrots I had, guys. I didn't have the other ones. So now I'm gonna add some of this coconut milk to some warm water. And this is how you just rehydrate your coconut milk. So you just add your coconut milk to the warm water and see, rehydration immediately. Alright, and then you're pretty much gonna take your coconut milk, and there is my curry. Not doing too bad at all. Looks so good, I promise you guys. Looking so nice. Watch it. And I put a pepper in there, a scotch bonnet, so just careful so it not burst. And then you're gonna just take your coconut milk and add it to your curry. And this is what you're gonna use to stew down your vegetables. Yes, and some people don't use coconut milk in their curry like that, but I like it. I like the flavor that coconut milk gives it. So this is gonna be a coconut curry pigtail. Yes, man. See it there? And I'm just gonna allow this to come up to a boil, and then I add my vegetable in there, and we move to the next level. So here's the finished dish, guys. I promise you, you would not believe how good this smells right now. And we're just gonna plate it. Alright, look, it look good. I do hope that everybody like this video because it really turned out nice. Yeah, look good, look good, look good, look good. Plating time. So there you have it, guys. My great experiment, my coconut curried pigtail. And yes, I've never done pigtail before in this fashion, but it came out great, it came out nice. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and to continue to support Yardie Belly by just clicking in the description box there and buying a t-shirt, or on the shop now page, you know, the shop now button, and buy a t-shirt. Once again, guys, thank you for joining me for another episode of Taste Buds here on Yardie Belly TV. Coconut curried pigtail, I tell you, it tastes so good.